that we have, our misuse of that energy creates karma. And the energy that we misuse come back at us through the European. We misuse our dollars. Right? We misuse our time. And we put that energy of us, called our time, into his system, his work system, his education system. We put that energy of us into his thing. We build up his thing. His thing comes back at us like a damn tornado. Y'all hear the point I'm making? Don't it? But where did the energy come from that he brought to us? Did it come from him? He don't have enough damn energy. If me and you, any one of us, stood up against a white European today, we'll knock his ass out. And he's what? The minority on the planet. So they don't have enough energy physically. Follow what I'm saying? Physically, man to man, people to people. They don't possess enough energy if we didn't empower them. If we didn't give them our energy and they couldn't use, they've been practicing Tai Chi on us, man. They take all our energy. We don't teach our children and make them black nationalists, so they usurp the energy of that being. That being is an energy, a human resource. A human resource, a natural resource. They take that energy and put it in their system. And now our youth are what? Now they're on the police department. They're in the CIA. They're in the military working against us because we didn't direct our energy for us. So this attractive power that he has created has manipulated us to give him our energy. That's it. All of his media and propaganda, the best thing that it can do is make us give him our energy. It's a simplification. It's very simple. And when he gives us these flashy images and persuade us into giving him our energy, he takes our energy and uses it against us. We say we don't want Target in our community. Because Target is what? Robbing the people. Robbing the people. Taking every mom and pop's business out of business. But when you go in Target, ain't nothing but black people working in there. So we want to get rid of something that we are giving our energy to. That don't make any sense. How do you destroy something that is composed of your own energy? The best way to destroy it is to take your energy out of it. Is this right? There's no other way. But some people say, well, we need to use it though. We can use it and work within it and still energize it. And use what we get out of it to destroy it. But if everybody thought about that, if everybody thought like that, and all those individuals gave their energy to it to bring energy out of it to destroy it, it would take the sum total of all those people's energy who are doing that. And the energy of all of them will outweigh an individual's ability to bring it down. Because now you, as an individual, are going against a mass energy. Is this right? Look at the reality of it. One person says, I'm going to work at Target. And I'm going to use my energy to destroy Target. But while they're working there, they're giving their energy to it. Along with 20 other people that's giving their energy to it. So when this individual decides to go against it, it is a composite of their energy with 20 other people's energy. So how did that one person bring it down? The only way they could successfully bring it down is to make the first step. Stop giving their energy to it. Then start a momentum of pulling other people's energy what? Out of it. And as all the people pull their energy out of it, it no longer has what? The energy to keep going. So it subsides. There is no other way to defeat this European. There is no other way to get the Arab out of our community. To stop giving our energy to him. It is no other way to burn down Babylon. Because us burning it is the fuel. That's the ignition burning the gas to keep it going. The only way that we can burn it down and bring it to an end, to neutralize it, is to pull our energy out. The power that we have. We say they're not teaching our children the right education in the schools. But we keep giving our energy by sending our children to the schools. So they keep learning. And our energy keeps the institutions going. In every aspect of every part of our society, we will find the same dynamic. Our energy given to it. And until that changes, nothing that we do will be successful. The only strategy is to stop people from giving their energy to it. And to exemplify what it looks like and become another source of where the energy can be efficiently given to. What else is there? So that means if we got to become another place for them to give their energy to, we won't be successful doing that if we still giving our energy to it. Is this right? For us to be some other mechanism to redistribute energy, then we cannot be a conductor for the energy that comes to us to go back to them. Did y'all hear the point that I'm making? You got many leaders out here that says, we want to see America fall. But they themselves are conduits for people to keep giving their energy, what? Right back to them. When they could organize something and says, versus saying, that falls, y'all just give y'all energy to this. When y'all give y'all energy to this, that falls. Corporations knock other corporations out of business by just opening up one next door to them. Do they use bombs and missiles? Follow me with this. Did they need guns and AKs? They just opened up another what? Source for people to get their energy to. Now, where the weapons and guns come in at is when someone attacks the plant. You understand what I'm making? Of where people were supposed to get their energy to when they go and attack the plant. The system. Right. Where the energy is being redistributed, then we got to go to war. But guess what? We got a lot of energy and a lot of power to redirect towards war. It's like your body. The cells are going on doing what they're supposed to be doing. But when you get a virus in there, them cells stop whatever the hell they're doing and work as a whole, right? To go at the virus. It's called your immune system. So whenever we redistribute the energy and we create a system, a power plant, an effective reutilization of our energy, then in that is a natural immune system. Y'all hear the point I'm making? Well, when the virus, sickle cell, 6 cells. When the virus of the European comes in there, man, it'd be like he jumped into an anthole. You feel the point I'm making? So our problem with the European is what we call oppression, what we call racism, what we call brutality, is a byproduct of the misuse of our energy. That's it. And when we use our energy properly, there'll be no way that racism and oppression can exist, because they're a byproduct of something else. A disease is a product of your immune system not working properly. But when your immune system is working properly, it fights off every disease, what? Naturally. So our point is, with what we're doing with nation building, is to start becoming that proper utilization of our energy for us. When our cells are building up our body. Right now, our cells are building up his body. That's like when you got a parasite on you and everything you eat is feeding the parasite. This is what's happening within our community today. But when our immune system is working properly, we won't be getting tapeworms 9 inches long. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? We won't have animals in our bodies eating us. And everything we eat go to the goddamn worm. When we set up our thing properly, those cells will begin to build muscle to make us more effective to fight off the parasites and the viruses. Some of us want reparations. That's just antibiotics. Do you hear the point I'm making? Some of us want to march. These are just antibiotics for a virus that is a byproduct of our immune system working improperly. Black nationalism is when we become a right and proper immune system. But in order for a disease to get the body, it must confuse your biological system. It got to start sending shit to the wrong places, right? You're not digesting the food. Things are going where what? They don't supposed to be going. It takes confusion. That's the divide and conquer thing. It has to throw the body off. This is how diseases work. The European is a disease that has threw our body off. It comes into our family and tells our woman that you're going to have power. Like she ain't power. Our woman is power. We are power. Power is not something you obtain. It's something you are. The question is, how are you going to utilize it? That's like going to a battery, saying, I'm going to give you power. That's the best way to use that battery. That's the best way to take from the battery is to say, I'm going to give the battery power. And we know the battery already has power. And when you see a battery, you see a power source. And you know where there's a battery, that energy is being given to something already. When you see a battery, you know that energy is being what? Given off to something. That the energy is charging something. So whenever we see a black woman, we see somebody that's charging something. Whenever we see a black man, we see somebody that is charging something. What do I mean when I say that? Somebody that's giving the energy to something. But they want power. But they don't see what their energy is being given to. What are they powering? That's the question. Not how do we get power? The question is, how are we given power? We have given power to the education systems. We have given power to these schools. Power to the job. Our power gets on the phones. You think is electricity. But electricity is a conductor. And the best thing it can do is conduct human energy. Wait. But then now we got to go and reperceive technology now. Because technology teaches us that somehow this camera and that phone, that it's complete independent electrical mechanism. We don't realize the component that we are. Do y'all hear the point that I'm making? That means that phone is nothing if you don't put the energy to travel through what? The mouthpiece, right? Electricity needs you to complete its process. Is that right? But we have been factored out of the scenario. We see power as something outside of us. That's power and electricity. It took the power of man to make electricity even exist. Man powered electricity. You set a computer up there without man, the highest and most advanced computer. And eventually, without man's power to it, it will begin to self-destruct and destroy. Is this right? It's only going to run for so long. Come on now. So everything, man is a power. The black man is power. He shouldn't seek to achieve power. He shouldn't be trying to get power. If he realized how he was power, he would redirect his energy to build for himself and to build himself. Ain't that deep? We take power. And I said, somebody said, I used to always tell relatives of mine, they want to go look for a job. And I say, well, why don't you put that power into yourself? People wonder why their bodies don't work. But they put the power into the seat at the job. They put the power into their occupation. They didn't take that power to build their own physical being, did they? But that was power.